put about a 3 to 4 inch tail across my fingers, and I'm going to hold it between my index, my ring finger, and my pinky in place with my thumb. I'm going to then separate my 2 fingers, and I'm going to wrap that yarn around those 2 fingers, and then I'm going to take it up and over and create a cross, an X, and then I'm going to bring it back around and lock it and hold it with my ring finger, my pinky finger, sorry. And what will happen is that you'll have now this tautness to it that you wouldn't have if you didn't hold it this way. Underneath, you'll be holding both pieces of yarn with your thumb. On top, you'll be holding the top piece of yarn as well with your pinky finger. Now we're going to take our hook and we're going to go under the first piece of yarn and over the top. Again, we're going to go under the first piece of yarn and over the top of the second. We're going to pull that second piece underneath the first one. Now here's where we're going to create the first foundation to the magic ring. We're going to twist that hook and slide the yarn down to the shaft so that now we can see that we have a cross in here. That is going to give us a good foundation before we actually make our first foundation stitch. Again, let's do that again. Once we get it underneath the first piece of yarn, we're going to twist, slide it down to the shaft, and make sure that it's twisted as you see here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take and go underneath the yarn that's being held by the pinky and the thumb, and we're going to bring that under and inside this particular piece, this loop that's on the hook. Now we're going to slide the magic ring off of our hand, our fingers, and here's what we have. We have the beginnings of a magic ring. We have the tail, which is very important because that's going to help tighten the ring up. We have 2 loops. They are crisscross, and that's okay. It's supposed to be like that. And then we have the single yarn that goes around for the bottom part of the ring. And we have our working yarn, which is over here. Okay, so we're going to hold that particular loop in our hands. We're going to get our set up here so we can go ahead and make it. And now we're going to make what we call a cross stitch single crochet. The cross stitch single crochet is a little different just because it has a tighter look to it, and it has, when you look at it in the projects that you're going to be doing, you do have that cross stitch effect that you see in this. That particular cross stitch will allow you to have less holes, it'll be more taut, but not having to decrease your actual hook size as opposed to just using the regular hook size and changing the stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hook inside the ring, and instead of going under and pulling the yarn over, we're going to take the actual hook and go right over top of that yarn and pull it in. Then we're going to go under like we do a regular single crochet and pull through 2 loops. Again, we're going to go inside the ring, over the yarn with the hook, and then under the yarn with the hook and pull through 2. And we're going to do this 6 times, and I'm just going to do it slow so you can see. Under, over, under, pull up 2. Inside, over, under, pull through 2. Inside the ring, over the yarn, under the yarn, and inside, pull up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we now have 6 single cross stitch, single crochets in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to actually pull this taut to make a ring. If you take your index finger and your thumb and just hold the first couple of stitches, the last couple of stitches that you just did, grab the tail and just pull. Now watch how that pulls that ring through there and tightens that really tight. And we're just going to keep pulling until we get it really tight here. And you can see that now we don't have any hole there. It's tight and taut, and we can continue to tighten that if we need to. So try this out. Let me know that you liked the video by pressing the like button and subscribe. And again, you can visit my website at www.robinscrochetcorner.com. Again, my name is Robin Gribbin, and happy crocheting.